sack, I would roll it up. I would light it up.
And I would pass it around.
If I had another sack,
I would roll it
Come on,
up.
Sean, beatbox. I would light it up. And I would pass it around.
around.
If I had another sack, I would roll it up. I would light it up.
And I would pass it around.
If I had another sack, I would roll it up. I would light it up. And I would pass it around.
That's dope. That's a great way to start this week's episode of Cheap Show Podcast. That was
Shout out to
Farside.
Farside, Lab Cabin, California.
Farside.
I remember the name of that song. It was like this long ass title. But
Yeah, it was. I can't
It wasn't called
think
If I
of
Had
it.
Another Sack. It was like some weird shit, like Aqua Force or some shit like that.
Not like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, if anybody knows
Aqua
what that
Force
is.
the motherfucking shit. If you know, you know.
So, welcome back to Cheap Show Podcast.
What show we doing this week, Sean? What movie we doing this week?
You guys are talking about a Christmas horror story?
Oh, CHS, as the kids like to say.
As the kids say, CHS.
Yeah, Christmas Horror Story, man. That was a good one, man.
It was dope. Sean, give us the background on it.
Okay, another Canadian film for you guys,
Oh, wow.
2015.
Fucking Canadians killing it with Hallmark movies and Christmas horror.
So this movie came out in 2015, limited theatrical release, along with video on demand for people who know what video on demand is back in the day.
VOD.
Now that I say that, I
don't know why
realize that
VOD is still
it's video on demand, but
This is- it's
everything
generic.
we say streaming now.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So
Yeah,
video on
VOD.
demand, you actually had to go on a TV and go find that channel,
Right.
and find it.
That's
So-
right.
It was like for a while you had like a current on TV sort of.
Yeah, and you had to pay
Spectrum.
for it too.
pay for
Yeah,
it.
you had to pay for pay-per-view is
Yeah,
what it was.
exactly.
Yep.
What am I?
So this movie follows Dangerous Dan, who's played by William Shatner, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. William Shatner.
As a radio DJ
him
who's
in this movie.
receiving
I love him.
receives disturbance at a local mall, telling listeners to stay away. And Dan keeps playing music all while the stories are witnessed.
You know what's the messed up part? I don't even remember him wanting listeners to stay away.
I kind of do.
I remember him
was,
like checking in with him. But I don't
yeah,
remember him
they
talking
were
about
checking
that.
in, and he was saying something was going on at the
Oh,
mall or
okay.
something.
That's right.
And
That's right.
we didn't realize at the time that it was
Spoiler. No spoilers.
part of the movie.
No
but
spoilers. This movie has a lot of threads. It is worth watching today. It's not a skimmer. You can't just skim through it. You got to watch the whole thing. It's not complicated, but it's a movie that's got a lot of threads that are tied together really well. Really well. I loved it. I love this movie.
Yeah, it was great. It had Santa in it, and Santa was badass. He was killing zombie elves and shit.
Yeah. Krampus,
Krampus was in it.
regulating motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. It was a good Krampus, too. He looked really good in this
Yeah,
movie.
he's fucking creepy.
Yeah, he was
Fucked up
creepy
face
as
and
fuck.
nasty teeth and shit.
Yeah, dude, it was good.
He like
It
to
was
eat
good.
Fucking Twizzlers and strawberry crick all day. His teeth red and shit.
And he did all the Krampus things, taking kids.
He didn't eat any kids.
He
on
didn't
camera.
eat them, but he was switching them out with.
Now, Christmas Horror Story, WHORE, Krampus eats kids, but it's never kind of eating kids.
And it's mostly Mrs. Santa, I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind
It's
of
an adult
movies
documentary.
you watching.
It's an adult documentary.
All right, yeah, but Santa's a dude, so you watching Santa eat babies?
I said Krampus.
Oh, while you watching Krampus is a guy too, I think.
I mean, I don't kink shame.
Okay,
Why you kink shame?
that's fair because there are zombie.
Okay,
zombie,
boomer.
Yeah, there's also zombie adult movies.
I saw one. I fucking saw one. I heard about him. I thought it was a joke. And I fucking saw one, dude. People, okay. When I said I don't kink shame, I lied. If you like to fuck zombies, you nasty. If you're a plushie, you nasty. But if you like to fuck, Tones, just shut up and I said plushie. If you like to fuck zombies, though, you extra nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a fucking clip. It wasn't even the movie. It was like one of them weird previews they show on the adult documentary channels. A friend of mine told me about it.
Yeah, friend. Yeah.
But it was fucked up because like the effects were pretty decent. They had pretty decent practical effects. It's a fucking zombie porn.
Right.
And I want to be mad at it, but they had some pretty good practical effects.
Joanna Angel does a lot of those movies.
Joanna Angel.
Joanna
Brains of the
Angel, the
operation
Pawn
over
Star, Dark Angel Films.
Never heard of her or Dark Angel.
Never ever.
If you want to know, that's you now. You know.
If you know, you know.
If you're a horror addict, I mean, why not add that?
Horror.
Horror.
Horror. You're a horror.
Yeah.
If you like horror films and adult documentaries, Joanna Angel and Dark Angel Productions is the place for you. Anyway, I don't think any of those do stream for free.
Yo, they
If you pay for porn now, I'm judging the fuck out of you straight up.
Why are you
If
doing
you're paying
that?
for porn, it's some shit that's too kinky. You probably gotta get a fucking invite to get on some weird server so that you can see weird shit.
Yeah, dude, they don't even have commercials in between. Like,
Right?
None of that shit. You just
They
watch
do
it.
have at the end sometimes. If you let it run too long, there's one. Forgive me, audience. There was like a Game of Thrones style. It wasn't even Game of Bones. It was like some super bootleg, and the king goes, "Bring me the whore who couldn't take my cock," or something like that. So I thought I had closed out like the site, and I heard I was like, "What the fuck? These motherfuckers put money in the porn commercials now. Stop it."
That's
Stop
dope. But you
Sorry.
got all the way to the end of a porn movie?
It. No, no, not movie. It's like a clip on
The
a adult
clip?
documentary
Well, I
site.
mean, you get all the way through the clip?
Yeah, Tone.
That's pretty good, bro.
Some of us are givers.
Man, bro. No way, dude.
Anyway, so that's a different
5
podcast.
minutes tops.
I mean, you know, who you by yourself? Who the fuck you trying to impress?
Right. You get through it as fast as possible.
You judge yourself after you clean up off your stomach.
Yeah, wash away the shame. On your stomach? Dude.
No,
you do it on your
I
own
put a
stomach?
fucking like rag up there. I don't like that shit's nasty. I don't like sticky anything on my skin. I don't like jelly, nothing. Anything sticky, I don't like that shit. So no.
You don't just like turn to the side and shoot,
Don't have a fucking put like a towel up here.
and you just lay on your back.
I'm a far shooter.
All right. Well, now that we know that about Steve,
Christmas horror story.
Christmas
this
horror
is definitely
story.
a Christmas
Edit that part out.
episode.
Yeah, edit that
part
part out. We're not gonna edit that part out. Back to the movie though. Yeah. So where should we start on this? Because it was like 3 different stories.
Okay, so I have a number of things to say about this movie. First of all, there's so my mom died in 2017. Rest in peace. But she was the one that brought my attention to this like sitcom formula. We had the smart woman and the dumb guy. But the problem is a white guy, dumb white guy. The dumb white guy still had a dope fucking job.
Right.
This movie had a fucking dumb white guy with a dope fucking job. The black dude in the black family, nigga was a cop.
He was a cop.
Smart dude, he was a cop. The
Right.
white dude was, I think he was going to jail for
He was-
embezzlement.
yeah, embezzlement
Salute to
or
that,
something.
respect to him for that. But
White collar crime
white
is the
collar
way to
crime,
go.
Respect to that shit. But also, it's like this dude's clearly a fucking dummy. Like they walking through the woods, he basically, well, spoiler alert, fuck it. He like essentially steps into a trap. Straight dummy. He's a straight fucking dummy.
He didn't walk into a trap. Krampus used his chain whip and whipped him across his
But why is
belly
this
or
the only
something.
fucking dummy that fell for it though?
First of
That's
all,
my
why the fuck
question,
did
you
they
dummy.
get? Why did they get out of the car when they saw Krampus run in front of the car?
Oh, you gotta give him some. They never saw anything for Jackson, and also they're white, man.
Oh,
But I love that the daughter was like the smart white girl. I love seeing the smart white girl in the movies, and you know from like the first interaction with the family that the fucking the daughter is the one who's the brains of the
well,
fucking
she stayed
operation.
quiet the whole time.
Well, she said like one thing. I think they said some dumb shit. She basically like y'all talking about dumb shit. I
Right.
forget what she said, but essentially the gist was you guys are idiots.
So
Like she's the one who's gonna survive.
there was that story where, Krampus runs in front of the car. They fucking spin out, and instead of just pushing the car out of the snow,
Yeah. Don't
they
even get
fucking
started.
go looking for Krampus.
I didn't even think about that song. Why the fuck? Put it in neutral, dum dum. You got 4 people. Your daughter or your son can sit in the car. Who cares?
Right,
The other 3 adults can push that motherfucker.
right.
You never drove through snow before? Or mud?
Exactly.
You big dummy.
Didn't happen. He got his whole family in trouble. They running through the woods, and of course, they fucking run into Krampus. The fuck do you expect was gonna happen?
Christmas time, they naughty. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Krampus get his work where he can.
You know what? The part about that story, though, I think a hole in it was the son ended up missing, but he never came back.
I was saying, never
And they
left that
never
out.
showed Krampus eat him, which I'm sure is what happened.
Yeah, you know, we'll come back to that with the next thread of the story, with the kids in the
Oh, that's right. The
Yeah,
kids that
kids
was
like-
locked in the basement of the
like
school.
school.
It was
yeah.
a school, and they
Yeah, like
were
one of them. The girl. There's like two girls in the beginning, and one girl just disappears.
disappears. I don't know what the fuck happened to her. It was two girls and two dudes. Next thing I look up,
And no
it's one
cups.
girl and two dudes.
And no cups.
Two girls there with no cups is right.
Yeah.
They weren't drinking. So that story was really good.
It was wrapped up really well.
Who was that old guy, the creepy looking dude?
I don't know, man. He was in a bunch of shit.
Um,
He was in a bunch of
fuck,
shit.
what was his name?
What's the cast on the list?
Julian Richings.
Julian
one.
Richings.
Julian fucking Richings. I seen him
Yeah,
a bunch of
he
shit.
was in a bunch of stuff, dude. And he must have been a good like character actor because he
Yeah.
did a lot of films.
Yeah.
So he was in that in the Family Story.
Pretty sure he's fucking the aunt.
Yeah, he had to be.
He had to be. He had to
Yeah,
be
he was like
sliding.
boyfriend / butler.
Yeah, boy Butler.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
Butler friend.
So that story was pretty good. And then they had the story about Santa Claus, which was fucking crazy, dude.
Man, I can't even give no spoilers. Like the Santa story's a motherfucker, dude.
Like Santa somehow knew Krampus was alive again because
The elves, because one of the elves died, and the elves don't die.
elves don't die. One of the elves died, and he was like, "Oh, it must be this."
Yeah.
And then he went right into his contingency plan.
Yeah, start murdering.
Yeah.
Yeah, Santa's fucking crazy.
So all the elves start turning into zombies,
Yeah,
and Santa goes through and kills all
He
the zombie
regulates.
elves.
Santa regulates.
Yep. And then Mrs. Santa, she was hot. That chick, his
Santa
wife.
cutie. She's definitely out of his league.
Yeah.
Santa, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the movie magic comes in.
Right.
So with the white family.
Oh yeah,
same
the
thing.
white family, same thing,
Man, the
dude.
mom and that family, most deserved kill in this movie, the mom and the white family. By
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
Dude, this dude, so old boy get his stomach all tore up.
Right. When they
She's
was in the
still telling him
forest.
it's his fault. This is how your fault.
Yeah.
Like, he's fucking
He was
bleeding
about
out,
to
dude.
die. And-
Timing.
Then he professes his love for her.
Right.
She apologizes
Right.
to him.
I'm like, nope, not good enough.
Nope. And then he gets fucking dragged out by Krampus.
As he's in the middle of bleeding out, he gets fucking
Yeah,
dragged out.
yeah, he got
That's not like
his.
the black family story though, with the abusive cop.
Oh
dad.
well. All right, we'll come back to Santa.
We did Santa. That's pretty much it for Santa. I
Yeah,
mean, without giving
Santa.
away spoilers.
Yeah,
that's pretty
you're
much it
right.
for
All right,
Santa.
that's pretty much it for Santa.
Yeah.
And then the black family, there was another kid who was
Possessed by Krampus?
no, he wasn't possessed.
Okay.
He ran off in the woods when they went to chop down a Christmas tree.
Yeah, he was in a weird tree hole.
He was in the tree hole and came out, took him home, and he seemed possessed, but it turned out
He was hungry.
he wasn't the son. It was
A changeling.
A changeling.
He was a changeling. That's right.
He was a changeling. One
From
of,
the Fey folk.
right from Krampus. One of Krampus's changelings
Got
or
tricks up
whatever.
his sleeve, man. Tricks Mamay.
And so the black guy, that was in this story, he dies first. Actually, even the white dude was
Fucked up,
bleeding out
dude.
before him. He still died. And all the,
Only one strike against this movie is the brother still died first.
yeah, nah, man. I thought we was past that.
Man, it's fucking 2020. I mean, this came out in what, 2015?
2015, still.
So we past that?
2015, but it was Canada.
We was
so
post-racial. It was Canada.
Right,
That's true.
it was
Canada wasn't
Canada.
post-racial yet.
I guess not, dude.
Only America. They weren't keeping up with the United States. We
so
were post-racial by 2015.
so they bring the changeling home, and
He ate all their food.
ate all the food, killed the dude who was the cop, and then right before he killed the dude who was the cop, the lady gets a phone call telling her that her son's not her son, it's a changeling.
I mean,
And
she
bring
treated
him
him like a
back.
fucking prank caller.
Right.
So who has that much specific information on your family? You're like, prank caller, prank caller. Really?
Right. Right.
Why the fuck would you? Yeah, whatever.
So he tells her, you know, you have to bring this changeling back to the woods where you got him. But he didn't offer to help her do it.
You find out later why he didn't help her.
Yeah, he did not
didn't
help her
volunteer to
do
help
it.
her do it.
She takes the fucking changeling back to get her son, and she's running through the woods, and there's like dozens of changelings in the woods.
Yeah.
And this guy is like some changeling herder or something like that. Because they wouldn't attack him.
The changeling herder.
He was a changeling herder. He was like, they don't want to mess with me. I know
They don't want this smoke.
Yeah, I know how to hurt them real bad.
Meanwhile, he
stuff
got
like
fucking
that.
killed by a regular human.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
yeah, she shot him.
Shot the shit out of him, which I'm like, gee, no wonder he didn't want to fucking show up.
Right.
And then he showed up being real cool. Harf, 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 harf.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Boom, pew. He was
Yeah,
dead.
Bing pow. Good night.
But then she got her son back
Wow,
after she
surprise.
killed him. Somehow the changeling she brought back just
No,
went into the tree and
Yeah.
got her real son. We think maybe it was another
It was a sequel.
changeling, but that was the end of that story.
Maybe a sequel.
Um,
I think we wrapped up all the threads because
no, because we didn't talk about the kids that
yeah,
was
dude, that one probably threw me off more than anything.
yeah because so the cop was tied into them
Right?
because
he went to the school first, right?
he was in the school. The kids who were in the school watched a video of killings that happened in the basement, and
And then they watched a video of a cop going through the crime scene.
Right.
And the cop was the black dad.
that's right, he was the black dad, so he was on leave, so he had left the police
Oh,
department.
right, because of stress.
Yeah, for stress.
Forgot about that. He because she even says at the beginning he left because of stress.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't realize until the second time that the black dad was the cop.
See,
Beginning.
There you go.
So I was like, that's the cop. I was like, of course it is.
Yep.
I knew that.
and so these kids, college kids, figure they're gonna, do a documentary or some shit.
They're gonna go
on
viral.
on the
They're
killings.
gonna go viral, Thomas.
And they get a camera. It's two dudes and a girl.
Two girls.
Well, it started with
One
two
fucking
girls,
disappears.
and one just
Just
disappeared.
like the son.
but the
white son.
one that was left looked like she was 12.
Dude, for real. And it is okay, so slight rant. I feel like her character, this girl who looks like she's 12 but is in college, and she's probably like in her 20s.
Right.
She's supposed to be in college, she's probably 30. But she looks like a child, and they make, once she gets possessed or whatever, they make her character really sexual.
Right.
And it turns to that fucking pervy Hollywood shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love this movie, but that was kind of pervy Hollywood. I'm like, she looks like a fucking child.
So it's weird because when they were in that basement and got locked in, and the dudes died one by one, it seemed like the basement was haunted, and it didn't have anything to do with Krampus.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like that story threw me off. Like I feel like we watched it, and I'm still not quite sure where that story went. Like I love the movie, but yeah, they went to visit this place. And they had the song this dude was singing.
Yeah,
Did
the
they ever
song.
explain the song?
They never explained the song.
Yeah, I feel like this one could have used another rewrite, but it's still worth watching.
Yeah, it was pretty
It's
good.
still worth watching. Now, I feel like a lot of things about it are what horror films should be. It was clearly low budget. It was entertaining. I feel like they may have tried to put a little too much in it and didn't finish, but it's still fucking worth watching. I like this movie.
Yeah, it was really good. And so at the end of that story, the girl she has sex with one of the dudes, and apparently he got her pregnant, and it turns out some girl died in that basement trying to have a kid, and the kid died.
I missed all
And that
this.
dude, there was fucking nuns down there, like ghost nuns, and the ghost girl showed up.
Damn, I missed
And
all that. I might have been writing notes or some shit.
yeah, the ghost girl showed up and killed the guy who got her pregnant.
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Right, and then
And
the
I
girl
thought that was
left.
the other girl who disappeared.
Right, it wasn't. It
It's like, why
wasn't.
you bring an extra girl? Just use the girl who disappeared from the cast.
Right.
You ain't even got to explain it. Oh, look. Oh, she's clearly a zombie.
Yeah.
The elves are zombies. You ain't got to explain why she's a zombie.
Yeah.
She's a fucking zombie. It's a zombie
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, dude.
Gee, how'd that happen off screen? I am mad that they didn't show the killing of the white mom.
Oh,
That was the
yeah.
most
In
anticipated
that other
fucking
story
killing,
we
and they
talked
didn't show
about.
her.
the family story. Yeah.
They didn't show the killing of her. Like, it was off screen. Like, they shoot away and then come back to her, and
she was
Krampus'
dead.
mouth is all bloody.
Right.
Show it. She fucking sucks, dude. I want to see her. It's the one person we want to see murdered.
Right.
Shout out to the black mom in the movie. She was dope.
Yeah, she lived to the end.
She was dope and fine.
She didn't have any hair, but she was pretty.
I don't have any hair and I'm pretty. Offensive.
Oh, okay. My bad. So yeah. So that movie wrapped up with her.
Wait.
That story in the
Why
movie.
you say she didn't have no hair, but she was still pretty? There's a lot of pretty girls who ain't got no hair.
It is a lot of pretty
And
girls
beautiful
who
women
don't.
who don't have hair.
There's a lot of
And charismatic women who are more than just their looks.
what?
I hate you, and so does Twitter.
Whatever, dude. But yeah, I mean, you look, man. You like having sex with a girl from the back, and she got a fade that look better than yours.
I mean, I'm jealous more than anything. I feel like she holding out on me if she got a better barber. I thought we was close. Why you ain't bring me the old guy? My guy clearly ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, instantly soft.
Oh man, yeah. So
Maybe
I guess
for the
so.
wrong
I
reasons.
think you're right. Like there are pretty women that are bald, but it's just a little weird.
Sinead O'Connor was fine in the 90s.
Sinead
Rest in peace,
O'Connor
Sinead
was
O'Connor.
hot.
She was fine.
She
Nothing
was
compares.
hot.
And she wrote the picture of the Pope. That's bald.
She did do that. That was
every
good
time.
stuff. Anyway, getting back to this story in this movie, it ended with the pregnant girl running out of the school, and that was the end of that. But the fucking craziest part was like we was talking about, William Shatner was giving all these updates about what was going on at
That
the...
is the prize of the movie. Is just William Shatner as the DJ. It's almost like The Fog.
Yeah.
He was like Adrian Barbeau in The Fog. He's just like kind of not narrating, but kind of keeping you up, like the chorus in the old Greek plays. But I loved it. I love seeing fucking Shatner in a movie.
Yeah,
So it was
dude.
dope. Like he was so Shatnerish.
And
Great.
the end of this movie ends with Krampus versus Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
And
then twists about it.
And then it's a
There's some
huge twist.
Which is fucking dope.
It was so good, man.
Oh, that twist! I was like, what?
Yeah, you know what? We won't even give it away on this show.
Nah, we try to do as few spoilers as possible.
And
We might say some things, but we don't want to give away the spoilers. It's a good twist.
It's a good twist, and
fuck with it.
it's a good movie. The stories were decent. Like we mentioned, there was a couple holes here and there, but
Yeah,
all around it was worth the watch
definitely.
by a long shot, if only for William Shatner.
Wow. Hey, Stub, what does this do at the theater, and where can they see it?
Where can you see it? Well, obviously you can see it on Tubi
Right,
because everything on Tubi is free.
right. That's what Cheap Show is about.
But this one,
Free shit.
this one actually doesn't really have any money because it was actually premiered at the Fantasia International Film Festival.
Okay.
It had limited theatrical release.
Okay.
And of course, it was on VOD. Video
That makes
on
sense.
demand.
That makes sense. I think
okay.
I started it years ago on like either Hulu or Shudder or some shit, and I never finished it until recently on Tubi for free. So
Yeah, good film, man.
Yeah.
Check that shit out.
check it out, man. This holiday, this is great holiday stuff.
But anything else? Anyone?
that's it, man.
Sean?
Stud, you got anything else?
I got nothing on this movie. Just one quick quote: "Merry Christmas, motherfucker."
Merry
Yes!
Christmas,
From your
motherfucker.
daughter.
From the daughter
dope.
in
It's
the
dope.
first story we talked
And
about
the
that
white family.
set
So you got
Krampus on fire.
So you got the white family, the black family, and the kids in the basement.
Kids and Santa Claus.
And Santa, that's right.
There's 4 stories in
Four
that.
stories. And yeah, this is not one you can skip through. You got to watch the whole
Yeah.
thing. It's a payoff at the end
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
pretty good.
Santa stories,
Yeah, that
by
Santa story
far.
was ridiculous.
by far.
That was good.
All right, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Thanks for listening to Cheap Show Podcast.
Once again, peace.